weather this time of year in the South? Perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Jets and the Atlanta Falcons. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. Striker, 3-3.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. This defense for the Jets, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Opposite, 3. 52 blaster. 10.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Red, cycle. Trail green. Ready.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. That's a big play for Atlanta. 46 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you ahead of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Give them maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. The Falcons had 8-1 on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. There he goes, right side. The 30, 10, 5, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there. Turned it all around. Big moment.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Yeah, it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Check back. Set.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. Room here to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions. It nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Steel blue. Cluster, sit. Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Back deep is Kadarius Toney. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. On the return, it's Toney. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Start the drive, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Wilson. This pass complete. He finds Jeremy Ruckert. The first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receiver.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right?
Yeah, you don't ever.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I I'd be surprised if they're on a first or a second seed come playoff time. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it at the line of scrimmage.
So third down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs. Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. Great effort there. His second touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are winning an extra point, tying up this ball game. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Ball again on second down. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. On third down, Wilson. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Here's the Jets punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Ready.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at the 33-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. And that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Wilson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the save. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Well, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Josh Jacobs, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. To throw is Wilson. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. From the shotgun, Wilson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
You heard that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons! A great play there. 62 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. His pass complete to Rucker. Finding space at the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 2nd and 5. Throwing is Wilson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Richie Graham.
partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job stays deep as the deepest receiver in any zone. Read the football and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got his man, London, right side. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
Let's go. You kill it.
They'll look to throw here. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw here. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. And Charles in so close to halftime there. He threw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
They were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive? on that play sheet for any of those coordinators. They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
He's got a man, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking it.
They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? One more time with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with career touchdown number 75. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give them a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Black shot.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They'll set up a throw. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
Big yardage that time for the Jets. 67 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he'll just get rid of him.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had a big play to start the drive, not much sense. Here's Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum.
Okay, now.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. A handoff left, McCaffrey. He'll get this up to about the 44. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down, and he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
The Falcons on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here comes Tony on the return. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Hall on a give up the middle. Powering forward. 124 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Jeremy Ruckert, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check steal.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Jacobs going to try the middle. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward, because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play, because remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.